Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. Baby, I'm here with a vision. And let me tell y'all, go ahead and say grab this. I was like, what's this? Okay, so it's part of the message. Anyways, in this vision, I'm seeing somebody that is a villain in somebody's life, y'all. This is somebody that deliberately went out their way to get you fired. They went out their way to mess up your relationship. They went out their way to come in between you and your husband. They went out their way to do this, that, and the third, being edged on by some other kind of, evil person. I don't want to say that they a villain per se, because they may have nothing to do with anything. But they're basically like, they went around saying that you did this, that, and the third to them, and that you did this, that, and the third. We need to hear your side of the story. We need to hear your side of the story. And this person's side is literally like, well, I saw that they was enjoying their job, and it seemed like their job was very fun to them. And even though I saw that sometimes it got hard, and sometimes they had a hard time, and they would get stressed out and frustrated, and they would have a little breakdown, but I ignored that. I just saw the part to where I felt like their job was too good for them. So what I did is I went around and tried to figure out some way to get them fired. And I did this, and I did that, and I did this, and I did that. I just feel like, I almost feel like for whoever this is for, whatever it is that this person said, it literally justifies everything you said. Like, it goes literally side by side. It's not a situation where they make it different in some way. Like, if this is somebody that was sleeping with your man behind your back, when they start telling the story, they say, well, I saw them sitting together, and he had his arm wrapped around her, and he kept on kissing on her, and he kept on opening the door for her, and he was so sweet. So I decided to get all dressed up, and then I started going around him smiling, and I bent over in front of him, and I did this, that, and like, you still sound like the sleazy TRAMP that you are, bro. Like, you That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. It's that way. That way. Oh, you want to tell your side of the story, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, baby. It didn't do nothing but basically just, like, this is somebody, they legit thought that they was going, like, they thought they was going to make you look bad, or make you sound bad, or make it, like, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like this is somebody, well, all I had to do was really get dressed up, because, you know what I'm saying, he was stressing her out so much. Her hair wasn't looking right. She wasn't really dressed all good. So, I got all dressed up and da. Like, you still look like exactly what it is. Who you pleading your case to, bro? Like, instead of being a friend and being like, sis, look, you decided to get dressed up and try to take that woman man, bro. And took that woman man, bro, 333. So it's still exactly what it sounds like. You might as well have shut up. What are you talking for? This somebody that they climbed up on a soapbox and could have stayed sitting down. Like, we ain't need to hear, like, we heard. I just feel like it's that kind of vibe. Like, well, yeah, I mean, even the person that was asking, what's your side, probably feel like, well, dang. Because it may have been a situation where somebody was trying to say, well, they knew each other first, or they this, that. But the truth of the matter is, this woman deliberately stole your man because he was your man. It wasn't a situation where she wanted him because, no. And whatever story she told, that's exactly what it sounded like. She was looking at y'all and paying attention to how he was holding your hand, and she ain't like it. And she ain't like that he was looking out for you. She didn't like that he was defending you. She didn't like that he loved you. She didn't like it. And she didn't like that you loved him. She didn't like that you was looking out for him. She didn't like that he was coming up when he was with you. 444 as I say that. So what she do? She decided to come in and try to tear both y'all down. And convince the king to leave the castle. This somebody that came in and convinced the king, he willingly left the castle. The message, the scripture comes from 4th Maccabees 1 and 7. I might prove to you from many other considerations that religious reasoning is sole master of the passions, but I will prove it with the greatest force from the fortitude of Eleazar and 7 brothers and their mother who suffered death in defense of virtue. Baby, whoever this is for, you know what I'm saying? Your ex left you because of this woman. And this woman had the audacity. Like, I just feel like this is somebody that, like, she just did it just because. And it's messed up because, like, it's Sue heartbroken because this man heartbroken, this woman heartbroken. I mean, the man heartbroken is more so because of his own. You know what I'm saying? It's his own doing, though. Because he shouldn't have cheated on his wife. He shouldn't have conspired against his wife. He shouldn't have turned his back on his wife. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real. And this is a man that did his wife some kind of way. And then, you know what I'm saying, turned around and whoever it is he did his wife some kind of way for, that person turned their back on this man. I just feel like when it come down to it, God said now there are people asking this woman, well, why did you do it? Whatever it is that she said, y'all, it literally sounds exactly like what you said. And she was going around complaining and saying that you were trying to smear her and you were trying to make her look bad and you were trying to make this, that, and the third, and you were doing all these awful things. But in reality, exactly what she said happened is exactly what you said happened. To a T. And you ain't even have to, you don't even have to be there. You probably didn't even hear it, bro. God said, but like, I'm here to tell you, like the crown, the boss chain, now it started to base it, baby. Exactly what you said is exactly what she uttered from her lips. What you said is exactly what she uttered from her lips, bro. And like people that was cheering her on, bro. On purpose, she did it on purpose and knew she ain't really want that man. And you know, it's one thing if people feel some kind of way about you. You know what I'm saying? They may not like you. But do they like you? And is it okay that he got hurt in the process of her trying to be evil to you? I just feel like, yeah. And it's that kind of vibe. Like, this is somebody on purpose and gloated about it. Gloated. Yeah, I did it on purpose. And I'm glad I did that to her. And I did this, that, and the third. And that. Somebody. So it was somebody in the room that went. Because this person has been going around trying to say it wasn't true. But there was somebody in the room when this person was gloating. This somebody that got real lit. They got lit. God said they got messed up. Tore up. Angels say it. That's what be that is how this person talk, bro. Got baby. And started real cocky like about how they messed up your relationship and how they did it on purpose. And they don't care what happened to him, and they don't care what happened to you, and they don't care about this, and they don't care about that. If this, if that, baby. God said they like verify everything you said, yo. Everything. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I can't say. I know me personally, I have been in a room when I have had comrades start speaking about evil things that they did to other people. And you know what I'm saying? It kind of make you look at that person differently, you know? And I'm just being honest because everybody not like this. Some people, they get excited when they hear other people doing evil stuff like this here. But some people, you know what I'm saying? Would you do that to me, yo? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't think. That's how I be bad. That's how I would feel. I can't think. I would treat it that way. I'm going to treat it as such. Because why did you do that to them now? And if it's a situation where this woman did this to you, dry. Don't even know you, dry. Her reasoning is because he had his arm around you. Wouldn't you want your man arm around you? Like, you could just ask him to wrap his arm around you. Why you gotta go and tell somebody else's relationship because he had the audacity to love his girlfriend? Like, are you crazy, bro? Like, seriously? You that jealous, bro? To a stranger, a complete stranger, you gonna go over there and tear up two people's lives just because you were jealous that he was being sweet to her? Oh, because he opened the door for her? How dare he? How dare he buy her a drink? How dare he ignore other women? How dare he do this? How dare he do that? I'm finna go and I'm finna go tear that up and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. This is somebody that deliberately wore specific outfits, would specifically be dancing in front of this man, specifically bending over, trying to get this man attention on purpose to tear your relationship up. And after she did it, laughed and walked away. And she, like, literally got upset because you said what she did. You found out somehow, some way, got upset, got mad. I ain't do that. I ain't do that. I ain't do that. I ain't do that. God said, this person, this same person, got lit and told the truth, and everybody looking at them with a side eye. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.